of October here for just a really quick run through on what we're looking at for the day, what the potential trading opportunities are, and yeah, we'll go from there. So keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it on point, which is just follow the method. If the method gives us opportunities to trade, we trade. If it doesn't, we don't. Should be that easy. All right, so let's see what we've got going on here for the week. Just looking at news, there's really no high impact news that would affect us. The only one that really might be here that could throw a wrench in the systems would be the CPI report that's coming out on Wednesday. But that's CAD, so I really don't think there's any high impact news that's scheduled that would lead us to need to, be out of the market or take a step back from the market. So with that said, what are we looking for the day? Well, we mentioned on Friday, the S&P is flipped over. It's got a long bias now. 4-hour bias is long. 30-minute bias is now long. So we'll be looking for long trading opportunities here. That means we'd like to see the market pull back, just like it's doing right now, making lower highs and lower lows. And then we'd like to see it snap back in the direction of that current market bias, which is long. And then we'll be able to take a long trade and see what we can pull out of this. You can see this has been on really over the course of last week. Really big push higher, coming back down. Now we've got some support right here around this 44.35 area. So definitely if we break back up and break above this 44.45, that might be the that signal, that opportunity that we're looking for longs there. So, but we need to wait. We need to wait and see if we get that market bias to be confirmed. So again, pullbacks like this are healthy. We want to see the market pull back, making lower highs and lower lows. Excuse me. And if we get that break and with some momentum back in the direction of that market bias, we'll look to trade long. The other area to look at here would be this 44.45. If we break back above that, might be looking for long opportunities there as well, just on a breakout. But if you follow the BTX method, the way to be true to the method is just wait for the market to set up. So let it continue to fall and don't go long until it tells you to. All right. Over on crude, we have a long bias still. Crude is still looking like it's got some growing to do, some additional, potentially here additional. Excuse me, I don't know, something going on in my throat. Just additional growth here. So we'll see what happens with crude. Same thing though, we'd like to see the market pull back. It needs to make lower highs and lower lows, just like we're seeing over here on the S&P. So if we can make those lower highs, lower lows, then we'll look to break out as it pushes back in the direction of its market bias. If it pulls back today and just starts pulling back, then we don't do anything. We wait for the market to give us that confirmed signal and confirmed direction. Gold has flipped back over to a short bias. 30-minute is short, 4 hours short. I'm sorry, it's a mixed bias. 30-minute is short, 4 hours long. We had flipped to a long bias last week. So for gold, we're not doing anything. We need to wait for the market to confirm its directionality there and give us that opportunity to trade. Right? So that is it, guys. It's just that simple. Didn't have any trades set up on Friday. As I mentioned before, this is sometimes the hardest part. If you've got a trading method and it's relying on, the whole purpose of having a trading method, having something systematic, is to have all these pins fall in place before you take a trade. And if they don't happen, then you're just kind of sitting on the sidelines. That can be frustrating for some people to be sitting on the sidelines. And that's where we become our own worst enemies. We start looking at the market and finding reasons to trade. We might put on too much risk because we're looking for an opportunity and trying to make something happen that's not really there. So, again, just to reiterate that point, I know I say it all the time, but in order to be successful over the long term, control your risk, control your emotions, only trade when your system gives you that trading opportunity and gives you that signal saying to take an action. Otherwise, your odds are against you at that point, right? So anyway, let's leave it here. Trade safe, trade sane, be patient, and we'll see what works out today.